So in this podcast, we're going to be looking at working out the total sum of squares. So this is the first bit we need to calculate to work out our ANOVA. Before we get going with the total sum of squares, we also need to work out our grand mean. So let's just write that in there. Grand mean. Or the mean of the means. So that's the mean of each column. So for example here, our mean, which we can just do is this, equals 6 plus 4 plus 2 divided by 3, which equals 4. Our mean for this group is 10 plus 6 plus 8 divided by 3 again, which equals 8. And our mean for this group equals 10 plus 12 plus 14 divided by 3, which equals 12. So our grand mean is this 4, 8 and 12. Okay, so grand mean can also be written like this. Okay, it's 4 plus 8 plus 12 and divided by 3 because there's 3 means of each column. And that would equal 8. It's the same as doing 6 plus 4 plus 2 plus 10 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10 plus 12 plus 14. So every single data point divided by the total number. So in this case, that would be this divided by 9. Again, would equal us 8. So if we leave that up there, so we now have got our grand mean equaling 8. And then we can move on to working out our total sum of squares, or our total variance within the entire data set. And to do that, I'll just run through the whole calculation so you can see where all the numbers are coming from. So if we take this first group, our caffeine group, then we've got a 6 by this participant, and then we would minus the grand mean, which is 8, and then square that to remove the negative. Then we add to that, because it's the total sum, so it's the sum of all these numbers. 4, who's our next data point, minus 8 squared plus 2 minus 8 squared. Then we move on to the next group. So it would be plus 10 minus 8 squared plus 6 minus 8 squared plus 8 minus 8 squared. And just quickly onto the last group, plus 10 minus 8 squared plus 12 minus 8 squared plus 14 minus 8 squared. Now if you add all of that up, it would equal 120. I'll let you do that with your calculators at home. So that is our total sum of squares. So our total variance in that group equals 120. We can also, you might often see total sum of squares as written as S little t like that. So SST equals 120. In the next podcast, we're going to be looking at how to calculate sum of squares between the groups. And the one after that, we're going to be looking at sum of squares within each group.